Wow. What a difference going from the Extreme Bull K6 to the Talaria XXX. This is insane. This bike is slow as hell now. I will say it is still a nice bike though. It's nice and smooth. It's funny, this actually barely has a little bit more vibration than the K6 does. But I still love it. I try to ride it every so often for you guys. Just, man, I feel like I gotta be full out on the throttle to go fast. Like now I'm full throttle. It still has decent power compared to like everything else. This isn't your standard typical like e-bike on the road, of course, but definitely gotta give it some juice to get going. So I'm expecting us to get some good range out of this because I charged it to 100%. It's actually been at 100% for a week. That's another reason why I'm taking it. I don't like my bikes to sit there at a full charge. That's never good. But I did pop it on the charger really quick so it could basically balance itself, and it was charging. So if you guys have a Talaria XXX, you guys have it on the charger, and it shows green and it's good, but then you leave it there for a few hours, disconnect the charger and plug it in like right before you're gonna leave again, and it will probably start charging again because it's gonna balance those cells in there. So there's something to keep in mind if you want to get that ever little bit more juice out of your Talaria XXX. Now the reason I've been keeping this bike is because I do like it over my Surron. I will say the seat is not as comfortable as my Surron, but I do have a unicycle seat on there, so that's another reason why that seat's a little bit more softer, but it's a wider bike. But I like this one over the Surron because it's smaller, compact. I don't go off-road, I ride on the street. It comes ready to go. I think the rotors on this are actually even bigger than the Surron as well. And it's just you know, it's a fun toy to mess around with. The Surron, I think, topped out at 44 if you corrected the speedo. Come on, man. Fucking asshole. God, I hate people. Scared the shit out of me. I thought he was gonna go for it. I was like, oh, here we go. Here's our first accident. I know he was probably doing that to get out of the way of traffic that was behind him, but dude, don't come over the fucking yellow line, man. Damn. But I don't know. I'd rather pick this over the Surron. The Surron's too expensive now, but if you're definitely gonna go off-road or you're a heavier guy, then 100% I recommend the Surron. But for me, nah, I don't. I'd rather save my money. And then when upgrades come out with this bike, that's kind of the main reason I'm keeping it, is because I'm waiting for a battery upgrade. I'm waiting for a controller upgrade. I basically want to make this thing just like my Surron is. I want to make it, I'm not going to make it like street legal, but I want to be able to have the stuff on it so it can be street legal, but I'm not going to register these things. But I would like to have turn signals on there and daytime running lights if possible. But the main thing is it's just the speed and power. That's really what I'm looking for. Another thing too is this one comes with a brake light that actually works with the brake lever. It gets brighter. The Surron didn't do that unless they changed it. I don't think they did though. I think it was just a reflector. And then there was just a little light on the back, but it didn't do anything. Not when you hit the brakes anyway. But man, we need to go faster because there's a car right behind us. They're coming up pretty fast. And I can't move. I can't go any faster. The Island Water Park? Oh man, I want to go swimming. That sounds fun. I'm still curious to see what companies are going to be able to fit into this bike. I'm really curious. I really want to see what type of amp hours are going to fit with the 60 volt and with the 72 volt. I just want to know. I might take a little shortcut. If they're not working over here, yeah, we're going to take the shortcut. Let's go, let's go. This is some stuff that you can do when you got a bike like this. Now, I pray to God they're not working out here. I don't want to be that idiot, the rude person. Whoa, they got to fix that dip though before this road opens. And we're going to get our bike dirty. I don't think I wiped it off since the last time we came up this way anyway. Check this out, guys. We're over the 99, baby. So if you guys ever come through Fresno, you guys can kind of get an idea of where I'm at. I remember last time I came up this way, I actually jumped up over there. It was dark. You guys couldn't see none of this. And I could have came up right here. So if I would have been able to see, that would have been great. I like this headlight. It's not bad, but I really am waiting for a different headlight to come out. Like Fisher Fab House, come on. You work your magic so we can have a plug and play option on this bike. Fisher Fab House is my favorite headlight for the Surron. It's my favorite headlight in general because it just plugs and plays on the bike and it uses the battery to drain down instead of having to like recharge it all the time. But my favorite headlight overall is the one that we put on the K6 in the last video. If you didn't see that, I had it on my Zeus UU 1100 or 1100, I should say. I loved it. Man, that's so crazy. This is such a long overpass. Look how far the freeway is already. Dang, that's nuts. I'm just going kind of nice and smooth because it's so hot. I don't have any armor on right now. I just have gloves and a helmet, like a full motorcycle helmet. So I'm not trying to be an idiot on the road right now. All right. That's a fast way to get there. If I didn't do that, I would have had to go all the way down to the 99 on Herndon and then take Herndon up or take some other streets. So I'm gonna love when that's finished. That actually might be my new way to take to work because it just comes straight this way. I think I am gonna go this way actually. I'm not gonna sit and wait for this light to turn green for me, which it won't. And no, I'm not gonna put magnets under my bike. No. And no, my videos are not gonna get cops' attention. I'm not out here getting the police called on me or the police like recognition. I've even had the police see me and just perfectly like go by me. They don't care. They don't care like what I'm doing as long as I'm not disrupting the flow of traffic and being a nuisance on the road. Big group rides, I'm telling you guys, get it through your head. The big group rides with the quads, people doing wheelies, people doing stunts, taking over roads where you like park and you don't let people go when they have the green light because you want your whole group ride to go through the light with you to keep everyone in the same pack. That is what draws attention. Weaving in and out of traffic, crashes, stuff like that. I'm not even worried. Laws are gonna change regardless of my videos or not. There's only one video I had with cop interaction. He just told me to get in the bike lane and he wasn't even tripping. He was just like, all right. And he's like, I looked at getting one of those, they're pretty cool. All right, so going back to the battery situation real quick, I really need a battery upgrade in this thing because we're already at 86%. We're about to jump down to 85. And I only have like 6.5 miles to go to work. Now, it's still decent, especially how fast I'm going in the road. If I put it in eco mode, yeah, of course, we're gonna get probably like 40 miles of range. But when a lot of the stuff I try to do, and I've seen your guys' comments as well, and honestly, I'm kind of disappointed I don't have the car or the vehicle to make it out this way. Who are you? Does she think I'm a motorcycle? She probably thinks I'm a motorcycle. I did not go in her lane whatsoever. But it's so, okay, so that's just a prime example. So shit like that, like if those people were to like have a problem and whatnot and get pissed off and call the cops, that is what draws like attention. That's stuff that I don't try to do. I was just trying to get in the bike lane. I wasn't trying to stay in the street. I would have pulled up next to her and like yelled at her, but nah. All right, well after that, I am here and I need to get some energy going because work screwed me. They gave me 6 days working in a row on top of all the projects I have going on YouTube. It's horrible right now. To put it in perspective of how many things I got going on right now, you guys would be overwhelmed as well. So I got 48 hours here at this job this week coming up, 1 day off. That means I'm gonna have to work on my day off on YouTube. Last week, I worked both days, but I was doing videos for companies, but they don't want the videos out like anytime soon. So we might be a little delayed on some videos here and there. Might have to space them out, or I'm probably already doing that before this video comes out. But I have 5 bikes at the house currently, and only one's been reviewed. One just showed up today. Another one's coming on Monday because I missed it yesterday. So that's 7 bikes with 1 down. So I got 6 to go. And we have an Apollo scooter that was on pre-order like a month ago. I don't know when I'm gonna get to it. But anyways, what's up, Kevin? Alan, service to the door. All right, let's turn this bad boy on. the process button, this. I noticed that this comes on. I think I want to say in one of my videos that, oh, you have to push this on, but you don't. But you still have to hit the start button right there. And I feel like I need to do a 100-mile review because I have done 101 miles on this bike so far. That's great. I've been loving it so far. And real quick, on our trip earlier, it's too dark. Our top speed was 79.9, so almost 78 miles an hour. That was when we were coming over this overpass right here. 6.1 miles is what we did. Got to make sure you put these back in your pocket. I put a little lanyard, I guess, 1320 video on there. If you guys watch street racing at all on YouTube. I highly suggest putting something on there so you don't lose it. I'm going to have to turn this off because it's always interrupting my videos. All right. There we go. Wait. I'm forgetting something. Ah, there we go. The headlight. Forgot all about the headlight. Every time I get on one of these, it's just like, it is no, I'm gonna go this way. Why not? Let's take a little longer way. It is no Extreme Bull K6. It's just not. Nothing's gonna compare to that now, like at all. Is my headlight even working? I can't even see the headlight. Okay, hold on. I still need to move these buttons because I can barely see them. Okay, so that's the low beam. We're gonna have to leave it on the high beam because this headlight's not that great compared to other stuff I have out there. But now that I come to realize that the headlight that I put on the Extreme Bull K6 should fit on here as well, so I think I'm gonna order another one. They are a little expensive, I think like 45 bucks, but this definitely needs a headlight upgrade. The brake light's not too bad. I don't think you should have to worry about that. It does work when you hit the brake lever, so I like that. We talked about it earlier. So I'm cool with that. Another thing is too, I talked about it in another video as well. 52 miles an hour is what it says we're doing, but over here it says 47, so it is off 5 miles per hour. So everyone that has one of these bikes, stop saying that you're hitting like 52, 54 miles an hour. You're not. Now, I can see you guys doing maybe 1 more mile per hour faster than me if you're lighter, but you're definitely still not going to be going that fast. The biggest thing I just noticed about this bike, and it's really not going to benefit me too much because I don't do any sharp turns or like jumping or anything like that, but like the turning, like it's so buttery smooth. It's solid as hell, but it just turns so good. Like, if you're just moving it, like when I'm at work and I'm just kind of moving it around with my hands, just kind of go like this, like you can just tell how nice it is. I guess I'll just get in the street so it can get me. Ooh, the police. I love the police. Let's see if we get pulled over. Oh, bump. Oh, see how nice that is? We hit, oh, and I just got splashed with water. We hit that on the Extreme Bull, and that was rough, man. I came out of my seat. And real quick, I'll show you that cops don't care. They absolutely don't care. And you know what? Since we had that lady earlier get all mad at us, how about I wait? I'm not going to just go and jump in the bike lane. That lady, man, we're all, it's so funny, man. I still think about that. It's 10 hours later, and it's like, I'm all talking about safety and not trying to piss people off, and I'm just trying to get in the bike lane, baby, and she just freaked out because I think she thought I was going to go straight. But, I mean, there's nothing I can really do. The only thing I wish I would have had was a Surron, because then I could have started pedaling and it made her feel stupid. But since I didn't have pedals on this thing, I kind of look like a motorcycle. I mean, I'm not going to fault her for that. But, I mean, it would have been an argument anyway if I would have pulled up next to her and been like, hey, I'm not a motorcycle. Like, this is supposed to be in the bike lane, technically. I mean, I feel like these can be on the road. I know a lot of people are going to say differently. I feel like these can be in the bike lane all day long. 28 miles an hour, just keep it in eco mode, and just be safe. Don't be an idiot. And I feel like you're going to ride it in sports mode, just stay in the middle of the street like I am right now. If you get pulled over, you get impounded, hey, that's on you, but you wanted to ride it in the street. Just more safer to be in the middle of the road. It's just crazy to feel like how much power this doesn't have after being on other stuff. definitely needs a 72 volt upgrade, man. I think that's my biggest complaint right now, but for anyone out there, maybe 90% of the people out there, you guys are not gonna have a problem with it. Just me, I want the power. I want 134 volts out of this bad boy. Now that would be great. Ah, your headlight is bright, bro. Go, bike, go. Now, when I said that, if that would have turned yellow at the time I said that, I wouldn't have made it. This bike is not fast enough to try to make lights if you're in a little pinch. Oh, more water. Let's go around that. Let's go over this way. No turn signals, unfortunately. It is what it is. All right, hold on. My shirt is flapping all over the place. I got to try to hide it with my backpack. Ooh, in and out sounds good. Man, I'm hungry. Probably gonna have to order some McDonald's or something like that, and I would stop, but nah, I'm good. I got too much stuff in my backpack. Another thing is left brake definitely needs different rotors. If I'm not mistaken, that is the front one, I think. Could be totally wrong. I don't remember now. No, so that's the rear one. The rear one's making a shit ton of noise, so we got to fix that. 105 miles, 71%. We did 6.1 miles to work, and in total we have 9.4 miles to 71%. So roughly, all right, roughly like 10 miles to like 69%, roughly somewhere around there. That's not terrible, but I have noticed it go a lot faster when you kind of get a little lower on battery life. But realistically, if you guys use this thing like intermediate, like going fast, but then also going in the bike lane and going slow, 100% you can be guaranteed about, I would say 28 to 32 miles. I would say I'll go on a limb like 30 miles to be on the safe side. But it's cool, man. Very fun bike. I don't think this is something we're gonna get rid of. I think it's something to keep. Just got to get that storage shed and figure it out. And maybe you guys can help me out really quick. I'd really appreciate it towards the end of the video if the true guys, the MVPs, are at the end of the video. Let me know of websites that have modifications for this thing coming out, or like dates that they're going to come out with stuff, because I'm ready to buy stuff for this bike. I don't care if I spend like $4,000 or $5,000. Like, I want to be the first person to start upgrading this bike. So let me know. I know there's a company that makes a seat for it. I think it's like Seek Thrillers or something like that. They make seats. I don't really think I want a seat from them. They look cool. I'm not like a big fan of their patterns, and the base ones that are just all black, I don't really feel they're thick enough, or they don't look thick enough. I don't know. I could be wrong. So just let me know though if there's like mods and stuff out there. But I do know about the seat. That's all I'm saying. Is that my light? Dang, that's like shining up there. There we go. There we go. It's still not bad of a light. Yeah. It's still crazy that the price went up on this thing. I do know it was gonna go up. It went up to $3,250. I'm surprised it didn't go to $3,500. I told some of my buddies if they wanted to buy, and they're like, oh, I don't have the money now. But I think the reason why it was going up in price too is the fact that they just wanted to have a statement for people to like post it up on how it's hella cheap. So you get like everyone like excited about it, but then you barely just raise the price, so it's not too crazy. But it's enough to kind of be like, okay, like we want to make a little bit more money. And also, a lot of people were buying these things for $3,000 and then selling them for $4,000. I've seen it all over the place. I could have done the same thing too, because they're out of stock and people want them. At that price, I would just say get a Surron or a MX4 or something like that. But it's still fantastic, even at $3,250. But the shipping is kind of off, I would say. But definitely highly recommend it. No commission. I love this thing. Even after 100 miles, I still want to do a proper like video on it, like kind of run it through our tests like we normally do with like electric bikes. So I seriously want to do that, but it's not going to happen anytime soon with all the 7 bikes that we currently have, or 6 actually. I got one done, so it's a mess. But hopefully you guys stick around for all the reviews and stuff that I got to do. And real quick, if you guys want to know, 63%. I have 108 miles on this bike. I had it in Regen 1 when we started, and then Regen 2 on the way back. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I love when stuff pops up on your phone like last minute. Oh, okay. So here we go. So 11.4 miles. That's closer to 12. This is a little off. Top speed's still the same, and 63%. So not too bad. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.